Hi, I'm Paul Tremblay, and I'm in my car. I'm the author of The Little Sleep. There it is. There it goes. The novel, it's my first. It comes out in a week. And I'm going to be shooting some videos just to sort of document the whole sort of being published process and all the mishigas that goes along with it. I'm on my way right now into New York City. I have a reading at the Mercantile Library. And I'm going to stop in and see my agent as well, and, you know, we'll see what happens from there. All right, so here we are at Foundry Literary and Media. My agent's laptop just exploded.
This is what happens when you try to open the Word file of The Little Sleep. It creates this kind of systemic crash. It's just not able to handle the level of, you know...
The level of... gorgeous literary writing and humor and voice-driven stories. All right, a couple quick questions for you, Stephen. The first one, this answer is very important to me. I want to know, how are you going to get me on Oprah?
Well, it's going to be difficult given the Microsoft Word situation with the file. We're going to have to deliver the galley. We clearly can't use email at the moment.
And just so you know, if she does make an offer, I will accept.
Is it like the Cormac McCarthy thing where she has to come to you? She has to shoot in Boston?
No, I'll go to Chicago.
You'll go on the show?
Yeah.
Well, Paul, I'm planning to use every tactic I have here.
Sweet.
I do have your author photo. Can we bring your author photo into...
Sure, where is it?
Oh no, wait, hold on, here we go.
It looks just like me. Steady cam.
Start with the story, the pitch, and then move on to the man is 6'4". He has blue eyes.
Yeah. All right.
And indeed, he is of this South Boston world of which he writes.
That's right. All right, a few more questions.
And you're a teacher. Oprah loves teachers.
That's true. She does.
Loves teachers. So that's what we're. I'm not able to open the picture file. I think we'll actually have to bring you to the, what is it called, Harpo? We'll bring you right into Harpo.
Sweet. All right. How come you don't get a lot of stuff on your desk? It's a big desk. I gotta pan out for the big desk. Oh, I just took down your wall. Ow.
I also have my box of thank you cards.
Very important.
The art of the thank you card is declining. But I still, I'm a holdout to...
Are you? Yeah. I'm one of those guys. I'm anti-thank you card.
You don't like to thank anyone for...
No, I'll thank them, but I don't know. There's something that bothers me about expecting, like, it in writing. I don't know. It could just be me, though. I'm insufferable.
I agree with you. When it becomes a stale convention, you have to get rid of it. But people so rarely do the thank you card. They now do a hasty email saying, thanks, THNX, it was great. So now I think the thank you card is meaningful.
Okay. All right. I like it. All right. Here we go. Say bye.
Like this.
We're recording now. So where are we?
We're in Naples.
Okay.
Naples 45.
So this is my cousin Jennifer. Your last name?
Am I supposed to look at the camera? The back.
Now, because Jennifer is my only living relative that lives in New York City, she's going to be represented for the New York program.
Okay.
So, why will New York like my book? All New York.
Because New York?
Even though you haven't read it.
Right, but New York loves a good French-Canadian writer.
I had actually a lot of catcalls with that. So walking the streets, I assumed it was because of French.
It is, and where we love the French-Canadian. I actually, since I haven't read it, I would say that we like to be scared, but I think this might be a departure from your other novels, so I don't know, or your writings.
So scary.
It's not scary, so it's not good.
Alright, so it's off to reading.
I wish we'd read the book before I
Alright, so here's where I read at the Mercantile, and you missed it. The reading's over. Hey, so we have Ron Hogan of
theinterest.com.
And the Mercantile Library, and he hosted our reading for tonight. Do you want to talk a little bit about the series, or just sort of the process behind it?
Yeah, basically we created this reading series last year as an opportunity to showcase debut novelists, sort of like create something exclusively to promote them, because we feel like, debut novelists don't always get a showcase, and it's easy for them to get lost in the shuffle, and particularly with like book review coverage diminishing as it is, we thought a nice platform to have them read here in Manhattan would be great. And as I say, we've been doing that. This is our third season, and it's been going really well. And when I wanted to do our very first mystery night, Paul was one of the first books that I picked up and decided to bring on down.
Thanks, Ron. A couple sort of maybe not necessarily off-topic questions, but was Jack Bauer here this evening? I heard a rumor.
Jack Bauer was not here, but Alex Berenson, who is a thriller writer, his most recent book is called The Silent Man. We have a copy of it. Somebody may hand it to me, or we may just zoom in on it. And basically, it turns out that Alex was a consultant to the hit television series 24, starring Kiefer Sutherland as Jack Bauer. We did learn some Bauer-like techniques for how to assassinate people within the confines of the back seat of a car, though. That was pretty cool.
I'm kind of afraid of credit cards. And Jedediah Barry read from his manual detection. We'll try to get him on the later. Now, what if Jack Bauer really was here? What do you think he would do?
I think Jack Bauer probably would have gotten like bored about 20 minutes in and like stabbed the leg of the person sitting next to him and like started screaming, and then we thrown us all up against the wall, and then his superiors would have rushed into the room and told him to stop.
It's clear, however, that no one slept during the sleep reading. We should mention that.
Sure, I couldn't tell. I was just
head down and reading. Yeah.
Nobody was induced into a narcoleptic fit by the reading of Paul's novel. I'm happy to say.
I'm going to put that on the cover.
As we were saying in the introduction, there's any number of ways you could do the concept of a narcoleptic private eye very badly. And basically make it an inadvertent joke. And to his credit, Paul found none of those ways. He doesn't.
That was a line I was very worried about not crossing, because I knew there was going to be some sort of inherent humor in situations, but I really didn't want it to be you were laughing at Mark. If you were laughing, it was maybe with him, sort of rival.
It's like Fletch. Only every 10 minutes he collapses.
I think you can't top.
Books. So here's how my big day in New York City ends. Stuck in horrible, mind-numbing traffic. Well, I made it home. It's very late. A long day, long trip to New York. But it was a great day. Thanks so much to Ron and all the Mercantile staff. And I enjoyed reading with Alex and Jedediah. Thanks so much to Steve and Barbara and the Foundry Agency for the hospitality, and my cousin Jennifer, of course. And a special thanks to unfilmed Sarah for showing up to the reading. That was very cool. And thus ends the first very amateur video. And we'll only get better from here.